Hi, and welcome back to the 18th Annual Engineering Expo. I'm Nadine Marassi here with the Intel team with Curtis and John. So guys, can you tell me a little bit about your project?
For sure. We are Intel's project for heating and cooling chips. So our goal is to keep a solid temperature on Intel's processors so that they can bin them out to different speeds.
All right, and from my understanding, you guys worked with a lot of different majors on this project, or a few, so how was that?
It was great. I'm a compy, Curtis is an IME, so having Curtis do all the piping and screwing things into the case was nice, and I could just focus on the code and control. So it was a good setup.
All right, so Curtis, do you want to show us a little bit about your guys' project, maybe how it works?
Yeah. Basically, if you, I don't know if you can see our touch screen here, but since we need to get set temperature at things. I don't know if you can see this. We have several menus set up, so you can go and change our temperature to a value, which maybe we say we want to change it to 52 degrees is what we want it to display or what we want it to create. And we do that, and it'll update and give us. I set it at 5 degrees. I guess I didn't push the button, but the idea is the same. So we set it there, and then it'll run through a control algorithm to produce the correct temperature water. And then we have the other thing we have is an emergency off button, which just kills the system in case there's an issue and you need to make it die really fast.
All right, so were there any big challenges while working on this project?
We had some machining issues. Some of the programs I used to code up the computer code to machine it with a CNC mill had some issues. It wasn't running properly, and I messed up a few parts, so we had issues with that. We had a few issues with coding. Our biggest issue was we blew up our heater one day, and that caused this, which was bad. And so we got that replaced, and so we have a few extra safety issues in there, safety things in there now to prevent that from happening.
All right, so was this project an original, or was it a modification of something that's already been done?
So at Intel, they have a prototype of this, and so it's sort of a brand new thing there that they're working on, and they gave us basically the plans for theirs, and so we worked off of their prototype. So original, sort of.
All right, so do you guys see a future maybe in anything in this, or was this just a really cool design project to work on?
Well, I know Curtis sees a future in this because his internship at Intel is probably why we got this product in the first place. I'm probably moving on to other areas, but it was a great project for me, and I learned a lot.
And I don't know if you're asking for future for the project. Specifically, Intel wanted us to use a lot of the same components as what they're using, so they should be able to meld most of this in with their current system, and just move on from there. Keep making it bigger, better, faster, stronger.
All right, and how long have you guys been working on this project?
It's been 2 semesters. We've been working day and night for the past 3 weeks, but typically we've been working about 10 hours each every week for the past year.
All right, so a lot of time on that. Any advice to seniors next year who might be working on projects like this?
Everybody always told us to start early. What they needed to tell us was to start earlier. That was the biggest thing. Just there was a lot of issues. Save a lot of time at the end for testing. We had a couple months that we planned just to be able to test the system, and that just got eaten up with more work on it. So definitely keep your schedule toward the end of it as wide open as you can, because things will happen that you don't foresee.
All right, so were there any other big things that you learned from this project?
Teamwork a lot. It was kind of cool working with all the computer engineers. They sort of speak a little different language than us, and it was nice to figure out how to meld both of our talents to get something that worked well.
All right, well, thank you guys very much. This project looks great, and I wish you both the best in the future. So on to the next team.